Hey, I'm Andrew Dash for Audioholics. Now, JBL has long been associated with pro audio and with solid home theater systems. And now they're breaking new ground with the Control 2.4G wireless surround speakers. Now, the great thing about these speakers is they offer anybody the opportunity to have surround sound completely free of wires, which is great. Or at least I should say completely free of speaker wires. Actually, let me clarify, completely free of speaker wires running from the surround speakers to the front of the room. Actually, you're still, well, okay, let me explain. For those of you who are wanting surround sound in your setup, but you absolutely cannot run speaker wire from the front of your room to the back of your room, then JBL does have a solution for you, which are these surround speakers, if you can afford the $229 cost of entry. So here's how this actually works. First of all, the left speaker has to be positioned near a power outlet because it's a speaker with the amplifier in it and it needs power. Also, you're going to have to run a speaker wire from the left speaker to the passive right speaker in order for them to both get the signal. So there is a wire there. Finally, you'll have to run a wire from the audio device, whether it be the receiver or an analog audio device, whatever's sending your signal, to the included transmitter. So there'll be a wire there as well. And then that transmitter will send the signal to the left speaker. On top of that, of course, you'll have to have power for the transmitter, power for the left speaker. So while these speakers are not completely without wires, they do eliminate the wire running from the front to the back of your room. Now, the left speaker contains a 15-watt per channel stereo amplifier that powers both speakers, and these speakers also have a line input, so you can use them as a power desktop device if you'd like to do that instead. Also, they have a 1/8" mini jack for a subwoofer output. Now, one thing to note about this output is that it is full range, so you're going to want to make sure that whatever subwoofer you use with it has a variable low-pass filter built in. These speakers are rated to play down to 50 hertz, and they are two-way, which means they have a 1/2" titanium tweeter as well as a 4" mid driver. Now, they're also magnetically shielded, which means that you won't have a problem if you use them with an older style CRT television. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. In fact, if you do have a CRT television, then I advise that you go ahead and pause this video and go and look at our television reviews. It's okay, we'll wait. Go ahead. Oh, they're back. Here, take this, grab this, move. Okay, so moving on. These speakers, about the size, they're only 6 inches wide, 6 inches deep, and 9 inches tall, so they're pretty small, and they're only 4.5 pounds as far as the weight. So you can pretty much put them anywhere, and they come with a wall mount, so you can go ahead and get them up and out of the way if you want to do that. As far as the transmitter, it's also pretty small. It's just about the size of like a small portable hard drive. Now, as far as the testing is concerned for the wireless range, we found that they did work up to 70 feet. Actually, they worked a bit farther than that, so we're pretty impressed with that. Now, there was a little bit of a dicey signal when we started to introduce other wireless devices in the path of these speakers, but overall, we were pretty impressed. Now, JBL has some pretty cool speakers in the 2.4Gs. You can place them pretty much anywhere, which is really ideal for those people living in like an apartment. You don't have much room and you just can't get speakers to the back of the room without at least a major renovation, which you don't want to do. And these sound good. In fact, these are some of the best that we've heard. That's probably due to the fact that these are built upon the JBL Control 1 series. Now, all in all, you've got what? A pair of speakers, they're $229, they're wireless, they do what they claim to do, and they sound good to boot. That's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Once again, these are the JBL Control 2.4G wireless surround speakers. I'm keeping one.